my dears. A very, very sunny hello, actually. Look what a beautiful day it is out today. Yes, what an abundance we are in at the moment with the springtime around us, wherever you are, obviously, on the globe. And whenever you watch this, this is also just a reminder for you to recognize the abundance in your life and the growth. The growth. This last message that we had on here spoke about finding this inner growth that has been coming up more and more. Maybe you want to check that message out, but I'm feeling called to actually find out more about that. Sorry, my brain just went out the window. Alrighty. Anger. Oh, wow. Anger. Have you been working through anger? We're going to use a tarot card. Can we have anger elaborated with a tarot card? Thank you. The Seven of Coins. This is the card of working on something. You're still not mastered it, but you're working really hard in the material world. And here specifically, it shows a union or a collaboration with another person. These are some god figures. I forgot the names now. But there might be an anger towards this. You know what? I'm feeling called to read the story in regards to this. Give me 1 second. Here we go. And by the way, this is the Tarot of the Divine deck. The Seven of Coins represents the desire for a good harvest, though it might require sacrifice. Nana Huatzin, excuse me if I said that wrong, must determine when it is right to be patient and when it is better to scrap everything and start fresh. Oh, and there is burning happening. Okay, right. So it's maybe you had to work through some anger. Something happened, a stabbing happened. This reminds me of someone maybe getting stabbed in the back, or something happening that caused you not only pain, but like you just got really angry about it. And it maybe led to some sort of a burning down of things, maybe burning of bridges. But whatever it was, it's almost like a forest that gets burnt down, and in the instance of it burning and losing everything, it's horrendous, and there's so much pain and so much loss. But through the burning of the forest, years and years later, generations later, you will see the growth that came through getting a fresh start, starting with a cleaner slate that you had before. Okay, so that already is giving us a lot of intel, my dear. And when we have gone through struggle in life, and every human does, we all do, not everything can be perfect all the time. It rarely is. But the more struggle you find, the more you are also pushed towards finding a solution, towards finding a path out of it. Obviously, we can talk here about the dichotomy of the human, as in we also always want to stay where we are, right? We are explorers with a deep fear of actually finding something new. But here I see you did go out and you did find something new, and you built something very, very abundant now in your life. Can we have an elaboration on the abundance card so we actually know more what that represents for you? The Six of Wands in upright, reverse, like upright. Okay, so it came out first like this and then it jumped upright. And you see here like a warrior person just standing there and being like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, because that is the Six of Wands. It represents someone allowing themselves to be recognized for what they've done, in the positive, in a lot of ways. It's coming home and being celebrated in the traditional sense. And you see here someone doing that. The card came out like this and it came up now this way. And it's like your abundance is being manifested in a way in which it is empowering you. You feeling more empowered in yourself is allowing you to see more abundance in your life, is allowing you to have a headspace where you are also attracting more abundance in your life. And we can, maybe the question of what is abundance? What does that mean? Abundance, I mean, we could look into the etymology of it. I don't know it by heart just now. But when I'm referencing, here's the definition, this idea of something that is fulfilling, that is giving a lot. There's so much around it that it is abundant, right? And there's so much around you that has allowed you to get into the Six of Wands, into this warrior energy through all of the difficulty. And that difficulty, though, allowed you to get into headspace, I hope I'm making sense here, into attracting the abundance as well. There's like a dichotomy, you know. Okay, we're gonna get you more cards. I'm sorry, I hope this is making sense, my dears. Actually, you know what? We are, by the way, in a new spot. I found a new spot that we can go into the forest. If you don't know, there was a big storm that destroyed my entire region, and the forest specifically got hit really, really badly. And yeah, no, I'm just super grateful. We found a new spot, but because we are in a new spot, we also need to adapt to new surroundings, and that can take some time. And maybe this is also coming out for you to know that. For you to know that sometimes when we do have to try something new, we do something different, it takes a bit of time of adjusting. Maybe that is why the Six of Wands was up first like this, and it took a bit of time for you to recognize the abundance that you had built for yourself. Okay, my dear, we have here a bunch of notes. This took me, no joke, like 3 days to just fold. Alrighty. We have being able to experience life is a miracle. I mean, I feel like that kind of summarizes what I've been saying here. This idea that the abundance is always prevalent, no matter the circumstance. It is a matter of you seeing it as such and allowing that to be your perspective. If you see life as a miracle, the positive and the bad, if you see it as an experience that you get to go through, something that is happening for you rather than to you, you find a lot of fuel along the way, even in the negative, even in the difficulty. Not to take away from getting into a place sometimes where we are just so overcome by emotion, maybe anger. Let's not forget, anger is an emotion. A lot of people don't want to recognize that, but it is. So maybe being like kind of stuck into some sort of an emotion that made your life seem very small, and the miracles and the abundance just, you know, kind of shrank. It shrank because you shrank, and you coming out and you doing your thing is allowing you to do more and to be more. Oh my gosh. The garden of the world has no limits except in your mind. From the very, very insightful Rumi. The garden of the world has no limits, dear. It is all a construct of the mind. This also came up in the last reading, so you might want to check that one out if you haven't. Okay. Another quote. Things that are done, it is needless to speak about. Things that have had their course, it is needless to remonstrate about, which means to think about it as well. Things that are past, it is needless to blame. This is by Confucius, from the Analects of Confucius. So it's kind of allowing things to fall where they have to, allowing things to be, going with whatever punches life throws at you, and doing the best of it. Imagine your life as a fridge. And what meal you're going to have that day and how enjoyable that meal is obviously depends on what you have in said fridge. That very much has to do with it. We cannot negate that experience. Yet, you can make wonderful things if you use a bit of creativity and you understand how you can use the things that you do have in your fridge to make a meal that is nutritious and wholesome and abundant for you. From the smallest things, the human being has shown resilience in that, and that is why we're still here. We've always been able to use our tools to make the world around us okay for us to be in it. Does that make sense? So continue to do that. Continue to do that by allowing your mind to grow into more abundance. Continue on this path. I think you're already in a good place right now. You just need to keep at it. We have one more. I will stand my ground and defend myself. Which, hello! Did you see the little bumblebee? Alrighty. Which you already see here. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But we had the I will stand my ground and defend myself, which I think kind of reminds me here of this card and what this is looking like, right? This is someone coming home victorious, but might be someone who came home from a big fight, from a big war that they were part of. Not necessarily a war, even though it could be, right? Still, what I'm seeing is someone who went through a lot and they're standing and they're doing this thing. It is reminding me of the 9 of Wands as well. We'll see if that card maybe wants to come out. But yes, all right, my dear. And I'm feeling called to just also give you a little bit of an insight as well, or a different perspective on things when it comes to difficulty in life where you are right now. My dear, if you have peace in your life in one way or another, you have more than a lot of people right now on this planet. If your homes are intact, you have more than a lot of people in this planet. If you have running water, if you have electricity, my dear, you are blessed. It is a privilege. Everything is a privilege in this life, and we take a lot of it for granted. And again, we go back to the fridge. Whatever the fridge holds is going to be different for anyone. But it's what you make out of it. And it's to also recognize your privilege. If you have something in your fridge that someone else might need and you know that you can spare it, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Now I'm getting angry, my dear, because the thought that we have someone on this planet who is heading towards being a trillionaire is... do you know when you get so angry that you just blank? It's just like, it just resets. You're just like, okay, right. Okay, so what do we do now? I feel like I got that sentiment just now as these thoughts came up. And with the tarot and with the work that I do and the way I approach this, I've been doing this for over 15 years, my dear. I just allow things to be. In this life, everything I see is we're just vessels to whatever's happening around us. We're just sieves, and the way we sift through our experience is what we get from it. So, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going and allow things to flow. Today's reading is just a bit more on the chill side, and that's okay. The Queen of Cups, my dear. This is a lovely, lovely energy. This is someone, and it can be yourself, it can be someone in your life. It can just be the general energy of being caring, being a caring and loving human being. There has to be said, when it comes to the Queen of Cups, to be a loving and caring person. This is someone whose heart is open always, and their arms are always open. They're always saying, hey, if you need me, I'm here. And it's so important to have this kind of energy in your life. But at the same time, there has to be recognized that with this energy, if you are not careful, you can get to a place where you end up giving so much that there is nothing left for yourself. And also, my dear, we have here the Judgment card that came out like this, in reverse. It was sitting on my lap, and I caught my glance. Maybe you've been finding that there is some sort of a judgment that you fear when it comes to you being your authentic self, or a more loving version of yourself, a more caring version. Why am I getting, maybe the word cringe just popped into my head. To be cringy. Maybe that's something that needed to be said, I don't know. But whatever judgment you are maybe fearing or having towards yourself, maybe you're also seeing yourself as not being loving enough, and you're seeing that you could be doing more. My dear, it is all within you. This judgment is internal. If it is internal, can you not change it? And you'd say, oh, but it's not me, it's other people. Well, it's It's how you perceive other people. It's the parts of the okay, my dear. Notes, sounds, frequencies. Every sound that you hear, you don't just hear you're not just hearing one note right now as I'm speaking, apart from all the noise around us. But you are hearing a lot of them. You're just not perceiving them. But in that sense, you have different messages and different things that happen within our interactions. We have, a lot of subtext in our socializations and in our judgments that we have for the things around us. We might really like something and yet find, for example, that it's cringy. Why that word came up, we're going to stick with it here. Or we might find that we're really angry at some person. We could still have love for them. There is different things that swing along like frequencies when it comes to our interactions. There's always so many layers to everything that we do. And you can decide on which layers you kind of want to focus on. It doesn't negate the other ones. You have to still recognize them. Otherwise, there is, I guess, potential delusionment within yourself. Whoa, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Seven of Wands, and wait, where's the quote? I will stand my ground and defend myself. You see, this is the card of having to defend yourself. And it came out in reverse. So instead of having to defend yourself, you are releasing having to defend yourself. And by doing that, you are actually defending yourself. Does that make sense? I feel like today's message is just so free and it's fun. All right, we're gonna finish your reading though, my dear. Oh my, that is some major stuff come up right at the end, dear. We're gonna leave your reading with these, but you have love, children, and forgiveness. Forgiveness. Maybe leaving things in the past. We had a message here about that as well. Maybe forget. Which one do you want to focus on? Maybe that is a question for you. The children. Are there maybe children involved in this? Is your inner kid maybe being triggered as well? And in an even bigger perspective, let's zoom out. We are all children. We are all someone's child. We're all connected in that experience. We know what it's like to be really sad when you're a little kid and you're really sad or you're really happy. And I'm saying as a little kid because oftentimes it feels like the purest emotion because it's the deepest within our own onion of existence or perception within our consciousness and our bodies, I guess, our brains. All right, but we also have love. The love is all around you. The abundance that you seek is within, it is without. You can see it in life, the way it goes, the good and the bad. It just continues growing, and even if the forest has to be burnt down, my dear, at the next stage, in the next life, there'll be growth. There always is. And you are, I think, living proof of that, my dear. And congratulations to that. Take care of yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.